Hi everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing a video all about how I keep organized for my content planning and then also content planning for my job, so stick around if you want to see that. If you're new here, my name is Katie. I make videos on lifestyle, my dog who's currently behind me, hence why only half of the bed is made, being a 20-something in Arizona, and just like random stuff. So I'd love if you guys would stay and subscribe. If you don't know, I actually work for essentially like a real estate company. It's actually an escrow company, if you know what that is, and I do marketing for real estate agents, lenders, all that kind of stuff. My boss does the marketing and I kind of like help market her. So it's kind of a confusing job, but when you break it all down, basically I'm doing social media management, email marketing, and print advertising for her. So it's kind of like a multi-layered job. And then on top of that, we're helping to market real estate agents and lenders. So it's an interesting job, but again, it's just content planning. So I'm going to show you guys how I content plan. Also, I'm going to recognize that I have a like finger condom on and that's because my nail is splitting and I don't want it to catch on anything. So I've been wearing this for the last like day and a half, and it's making my life a lot easier. So we're just gonna try to ignore that during this video. So when it comes to planning and organizing things that don't have to do with my job or my YouTube channel, like slash business, I am using my phone calendar. I have been an iCal person. Basically since I had an iPhone, I learned this tip, I don't even know if it's a tip, from my friend Emma. Even if something was just probable, like if like, oh, we should make a plan, like how's Tuesday, like, or whatever, she would put it in her calendar. Or if there was a concert she wanted to go to but didn't have tickets for it, she'd put it in her calendar, like putting everything in her calendar. And so that's basically how I try to do things now. So if something's not in my calendar, it's just like not getting done for the most part. Hangouts, casual, not casual things, I'm always putting in my calendar. So personally, I like an electronic calendar for like my personal life and things that are going on because I can always access it from my computer or my phone. Outside of my own personal calendar, I basically use notebooks and planners for everything. I'm a super analog person. I need to like write everything down. I didn't really realize this about myself very early on until I started really taking YouTube seriously, that I'm a very visual person who needs to write things down. If I haven't written it down, I'm not going to remember it. There's a way better chance that if I've written it down, I will remember it, whether that is a thing I have to do or an event or an idea. It's just never going to come back to me unless I've written it down. The system that I use to plan my YouTube content is basically the same system that I use for my work as well. For my YouTube content, I have two notebooks. First, I have a planner. I got this one from Target. It's very basic and generic, but we'll go into that. And then I also have this other notebook that I got from, I think, Home Goods a little while ago, but it says Busy Bee and it's just like a legal pad. So it opens from the top and I use that for my YouTube as well. Outside of just these two notebooks, I use sticky notes all the time. I have them everywhere in every bag and I have them stuck everywhere. They're just how I easily can write something down that's maybe a little bit more disposable, but we'll get into that. For work, I have this folio, which I also got from Target. It just says like noteworthy on the front, but it's just a little more toned down for meetings. And I always take this into meetings to write things down. So this one is again like a folio. So there is a notebook paper here, and then it has a folder on the side which I keep a planner in. This one is just a monthly planner, so it's super thin and compact, and it just has the months and then also a page to write notes for that month, which I work so much better with monthly planners. They're smaller and more compact. So that's what I use for work. Okay, so how do I content plan? So what I did, I bought this planner in July because I really didn't start posting consistently until like May of this year on my YouTube channel. So that's when I figured out this system. I didn't start planning in July, but I did a mock plan of how I would plan so I can show you. So whenever I'm planning any sort of content strategy, you always need to start with what is your bread and butter? What is your thing? What is the base? So for me, my base is always gonna be my videos, and I'm gonna plan the rest of my content around my videos. For my job at work, we plan around emails. So our email campaigns are gonna be the pillar of our content strategy, and then we're gonna plan around those emails to give us the rest of our content. What I do is I go through, I don't even know if you can see this, I go through the month and I highlight every time that I want to upload a video. So you can see here that I have blue, means that's when I want to upload a video. So throughout the month, I wanted to upload on Saturday and Wednesday, and that just gives me a spot to put a video into. So Saturday and Wednesday are all highlighted. The yellow that you see is when I should film for a specific video. So again, this is just a mock plan, but this way I have a visual to be able to see when I need to film videos, when I have a video going up, if there needs to be an associated Instagram post, and whatever that is. So you can see also that I have these little pink dots. That's when I plan to upload or have uploaded an Instagram picture. The basics of the planner is so I can just see quickly when I look at this, like, okay, I have so many videos going up in this month, or I have, this is kind of the theme I'm going with for this month. I'm uploading this and this and this. Like, I'll show you a real spread of like what, that one was really clean, but this is what a spread would look like. I have it all paper clipped together. This is what a spread looks like once the month is over. It is so janky and full. So things don't always go to plan. So in here I have like videos that never went through. I also decided for like a month I was gonna upload reels and Instagram TVs or IGTVs, and so I have all those planned out, and I also started to put in my lash appointments and anything like that. But again, this just helps me to see everything laid out flat. I can look at this and just be like, oh, I have no time for anything else. So another thing that I like to do is brainstorm ideas for videos and when I want them uploaded on the sidebar. So I write down every day that I want a video to be, the dates of when I want videos to be uploaded, and then I just fill them in with kind of what my ideas are. And then once the video, I'm like, for sure, okay, on the 15th, I want this video to go up. I'll write it in the actual month and then decide when I'm gonna film it, put that in there. What I use the Busy Bee notebook for is honestly just YouTube video ideas. I have a bunch of sticky notes on it right now for this video, but these are just a bunch of like YouTube video ideas, and I just write these down whenever I have an idea and then cross them off as I use them. This way I just have like a running list, so if like a video doesn't fit for a specific month, I don't want to like throw the idea away. I just want to move it to somewhere, like a list I can just pick off of and place. What I use sticky notes for is more for like disposable thoughts, and what that is for like notes when I'm on the phone, or in this case I use them a ton for video outlines. So this is basically this whole video written on 3 sticky notes, and the reason I put on sticky notes is because there's a good chance I'm not gonna have to reference this later. All the content's already in the video that you're currently watching, so why would I need to reference my outline? So these are more disposable thoughts, whereas the Busy Bee notebook is used more for things that I might need to reference later. So I want to know what videos I've done, I've used the idea, then it's crossed off here and I can see that, oh yeah, I already did that. This also is where I keep like blog post ideas, like gift guides, and then this is also where I store sticky notes of video outlines. So if I wake up in the middle of the night and I have an idea that I want to film a video on owning a dog in an apartment, and I have all these ideas, I need to write them down or else I will not remember them. If I write, you know, like how to have a dog in an apartment and then don't write down the key points, I will not remember why I thought that video was a good idea. So these are just sticky notes on various topics of what I would cover in a video on that topic. Because again, if I don't write it down, it's not gonna happen. So again, work is pretty much the same. The only difference is that the pillars of the planning are emails and not videos. So you can see that I have when my newsletters are gonna go out, any events, and then any like holidays all highlighted. And from there, I'm able to just like figure out the content that's gonna go in those emails. And to figure out what's gonna go in the email, I just look at the calendar, see when it's gonna go out, see if we have any events, and then on the available pages, I'll write like what I want to post or what I want to be in those emails. Could I do this on a Google Doc? Yes. Did I used to have this on Google Calendar? Also yes, but I just found that it just wasn't as useful to me to have it on Google Calendar, because with this I just feel like I can just look at it, if that makes sense. And I always have it with me, and because I use this notebook for client notes and this one for calendar, I can always cross compare them. When it comes to content planning from a digital standpoint, once I have everything planned out for the month or for the week, like what I'm gonna film, what I'm gonna upload, when I'm gonna do a blog post, all that good stuff, then I have to create the content and then schedule it. So for YouTube, I just use YouTube to upload and schedule my videos. And then I'll usually have a checklist of things I need to do before I hit schedule or upload. And those are all detailed in my planner on the week I'm gonna upload them. And then for Instagram, I like to use which is a feed planning software, although I've had a lot of issues with it recently, so I don't know if I would completely recommend it. I also know people use In Preview, which I have used in the past and I do think is really good. It just helps you get a visual of what your feed's gonna look like. For my blog, I also just use the built-in scheduling tool, and I also have a checklist of things I need to do before a blog post goes live to know that everything is done. For my job, we use a CRM called Keep, and that is the email software we use. So I use that to build and schedule and send emails, and then I use Later to schedule Facebook and Instagram posts. And I use Canva to create them, and then I use Canva also to schedule LinkedIn posts. So that was a lot, but that's kind of what we use, or what I use for scheduling content for me, and then also for the business that I work for. I hope this video was remotely interesting or useful in some way. If you have any questions about content planning or scheduling or anything like that, do let me know. I think the main point of this video to get across is just understand what kind of a planner you are. I am a very visual, hands-on, write it down planner, but there's other people who can just throw it in their phone or say it in a text or an email and it sticks. So just really think about what kind of planner you are, and that will make you 10 times more successful. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Making it brighter, right through the gray.